Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Temi Banjo here. I am a YouTuber in Lagos, Nigeria, and today I am going to be showing you guys keto weight loss drinks, or you can also call them anti-inflammatory drinks, which you can also have if you aren't on a keto diet. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure you keep on watching. Okay, before we jump right into this, please give this video a thumbs up and share this to everyone who would like to have good drinks even when they are on a keto diet. So my first drink is going to be zobo, and I have my zobo leaves here. They call it hibiscus leaves. I have cloves, I have ginger, and I have cucumber, and all this I'm going to be using to make my zobo drink. But first I'm going to rinse this properly because we don't even know where it's coming from. We don't know, the genuinity and so on and so forth. So I have to give this a very good rinse. Make sure you take your time to rinse out your hibiscus leaves, as you can see me do. And you can also see there are shafts in it, shafts, whichever one it is. There is shafts there. I'm sorry. And I'm going to rinse this. I am going to rinse this properly and make sure I don't see any stone, sand, or anything whatsoever inside it. And I did this about 3 to 4 times back and forth, just to make sure it is clean enough to boil. And as you can see in the bottom of the plate, you see sands and residue of just sand, like very dirty things there that I showed you guys. So I can now feel comfortable enough to transfer this into my pot to start cooking. And I'm not going to add a lot of water because I want it to be very, very thick, very rich, and the texture to be very, very thick, like a thick consistency. But if you want it to be thinned out, you can add some more water. But I wanted it to be thick because I wanted to feel like I'm taking Ribena even when I'm on a keto diet. The idea is not to feel like you're in bondage when you're on this diet. So I added a little bit of water, and this is very healthy for you. You can see I'm adding ginger to this now, and also some cloves. I'm not going to put in the cucumber now because it's going to be very soggy and the flavor might just disappear or boil out. So I'm going to put the cucumber towards the end of the boiling. I'm going to transfer this to the fire now, and I'm just going to quickly highlight some benefits of zobo. It's very good for the body, good in detoxifying, and whenever it's the point where you get to have keto constipation, this is one drink you should go for because it does a very good job. It clears your colon. It cleans everywhere in your bowel area. And I added my cucumber now because this is where it's already done. But I just wanted it to boil a little bit more, so the cucumber can give it a little bit of flavor also. So once this is done, I'm going to take this off the fire and strain it or drain it into a jar. And you guys, I am prone to spilling. There's no how I can pour something or anything that it wouldn't spill. I have tried, but I have accepted my lot, and it's not bad to spill things. The most important thing is to clean up whenever you spill. Okay, so next I'm going to use my spoon to press out the remaining juice inside that, because definitely there's going to be juice inside the remaining hibiscus leaves. Hibiscus leaf is also zobo leaves, so feel free to call it hibiscus leaves or zobo leaves. So that is what I have in my jar now. Mind you, this is very hot, so I'm going to leave this to cool down, and once it cools down, I'm going to start serving. So I'm going to add cinnamon to this to give it another pop of flavor. This is very optional, but if you aren't on a keto diet, some people use pineapples, they use apple to spice it up, but for the sake of keto, I can't do that. So I'm going to add sweetener to my zobo now because I can't use sugar. You can use xylitol or erythritol. There are so many other 0-calorie keto compliant sweeteners you can use, but I am using sweetener for mine, and I'm just going to give this a good mix. And once it tastes fine, I'm going to leave it to cool down before I can, spice it up a little bit more. So once it cools down, I'm going to pour it into my glass cup for serving. And after I spilled, I gave it another try, thinking I was going to do it better. And guess what? I spilled it again, even worse than the first time. And I just gave up and said, you know what? It's not bad to spill. As I said earlier, just make sure you clean up after you spill. And nobody is perfect. Just, try and make it look perfect as you want it to look like. So I'm going to put in some strawberries. Some people blend in strawberries and mix with the drink, or even blueberries, but I didn't want to go through that stress, so I just used it to top up the drink, and as it soaks into it, it's going to give it its own flavor separately, and it still does the same trick. Alright, so this is my zobo. It is done, and this tastes so good. If you're on a keto diet, make sure you try this. You won't feel like you are on a very restricted diet. So my next drink is lemonade. How will you be on a keto diet without having lemonade? Like I said, you can have this even when you're on a regular diet. If you're not even on a diet at all, you can have this. So I'm going to squeeze my lemons, and I'm doing this inside a plate because I don't have that strainer or that lemon squeezer that people use now. I don't know what to call it, but this is one I'm using, and it's going to work fine for me. And notice I didn't throw away the lemon zest or the remaining parts of the lemon body, because I was going to use it to make water. What's it called? Detox water. So I added a generous amount of water. That's about 500 ml of water and stevia to the lemon juice I had. I gave this a good mix, and I'm going to show you guys the funnel I use. It has a strainer down there, so whenever I pour anything into it, it strains it away. So this is so good, very comfortable to use, and I got this for I think 500 naira in market where I work in Okiarin. So after mixing this, I'm just going to strain it into my cup and give it a good serving. So I'm going to be serving this with obviously a lemon slice, and here is my lemonade. Very, very easy to make. Once you squeeze lemon, and I have lots more in the cup that I stored in the fridge that I can have any other time I just feel like taking a drink. My next drink is a mojito. So I'm going to have lemon slices, cucumber slices, and a generous amount of mint leaves for a very, 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 very minty flavor. And I saw this recipe, and the person used I can't remember, maybe like a something alcoholic, and you know what, I can try this with coconut water and see how it comes out, or I can even try it with soda water, but I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible, so I didn't use the soda water. I used coconut water instead, and I got this coconut water from one woman on the road. I saw her selling coconuts, and I asked her if she could make coconut water for me, so I had to wait. She broke about 12 coconuts, 12 coconuts, and poured the water for me. So I came back home with a bottle of coconut water for I think 500 naira, and you're just going to mix this generously into each other and try to squeeze out the flavor. And if you have time, you can leave it soaked there for about 2 to 3 hours, and you're just going to have a pretty minty drink if you like. And if you don't like, just add a little bit of mint leaves. So I'm just giving this a good mix and a good shake. I'm sure there will be a dedicated tool they used to mix this, or they used to squeeze out the flavors, but I had just my spoon, so I had to make use of that. And I'm going to sieve this again into my cup, and it tasted so good. So if you're out there, you can try this with soda water, you can try this with ordinary water, and you're going to have a burst of flavor. And if you can spice it up with something else, must let me know. I'm thinking you can put ginger in it, but I didn't try that. It even occurred to me. It was later it occurred to me that I could even put ginger into it. And here is my keto mojito. That rhymed. Keto mojito. Okay, so I think we've pretty much come to the end of this video, and obviously you liked it, you watched it up to this point. Please give this video a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that this video is doing very well. And if you made it to this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of my uploads. And remember, I said even if you're not on a keto diet, you can have these drinks. It's very good for your body, detoxifies, energizes, and refreshes you. So thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in my next one. Bye.